Reactions in landfill. Biological reaction. Chemical reaction. Physical reaction. Physical reaction and decomposition. Diffusion of gases in landfill. Emission of landfill gases to surrounding environment. Movement of leachate within landfill and into underlying soil. Leaking of gas, internal pressure, and water may cause landfill cover to crack. Flushing or rinsing action caused by the movement of water within the waste. Waste particles are degraded as a result of pressure and concentration gradient. Chemical reaction and decomposition. Dissolution and suspension of landfill material. Evaporation of chemical compound and water into the evolving landfill gas. Chemical reaction may alter the permeability of the clay liner. Hydrolysis, sorption, desorption, precipitation, dissolution and ion exchange of waste components. Biological reaction and decomposition. Biological decomposition. Due to bacteria present in the waste or in the cover material. Starts immediately after the disposal of waste in the landfill. Physical, chemical and biological decomposition. Natural biochemical reactor. Stages of waste decomposition in a landfill. 1. Aerobic decomposition. 2. Facultative or non-methanogenic. 3. Anaerobic decomposition. In general, the biological decomposition may occur under aerobic and anaerobic conditions. The aerobic decomposition continues until all oxygen, O2, containing in the body of polygon is spent and the dissolved oxygen in leaky deposits is used up. The first products of aerobic reaction are the heat, CO2, water and inorganic material with available great number of oxygen for completion of reaction. In practice, the duration of aerobic phase is relatively short and depends on design solution and operating conditions of waste, including the degree of waste's density and moisture content. The moisture replaces the air from the space between waste particles. Microbes, being active during this phase, are mainly obligate and facultative aerobic. During aerobic phase, the temperature inside the waste may reach 45 to 55 degrees Celsius. The negative impacts of the environment during aerobic phase are minimal as the final main products of biological decomposition are inert inorganic solid substances, CO2 and H2O. Although the intermediate products of decomposition may be discharged during aerobic phase, their amount and relative contribution into environmental pollution are insignificant. Facultative decomposition, second stage. Occurred once the oxygen content is depleted in the landfill. Produces volatile fatty acid, VFA, ammonia, hydrogen and carbon dioxide. Production of CO2 continues in this phase and pH level of the landfill is further decreased, 5.5-6.5, resulting in the generation of highly acidic leachate. The larger part of biodegradable organic substances at the waste undergoes to anaerobic biological processes. Microorganisms, responsible for anaerobic decomposition, include both facultative and obligate anaerobes. Among other properties, the main difference between aerobic and anaerobic phases is the absence of noticeable heat formation by the latter phase. Thus, during anaerobic phase the temperature of wastes gradually drops from high values, characteristic for aerobic phase, practically to the temperature of environment. In general, we can distinguish two groups of adverse products at anaerobic phase. 1. Volatile organic acids. 2. Gases. The main factors that influence on biological decomposition of wastes are the humidity, nutritional medium and degree of waste resistance to impact of microorganisms. Among above-mentioned factors, the humidity is the most important variable in relation to the rate and degree of waste's decomposition. Under anaerobic conditions, the higher the content of moisture in wastes is, the more actively the biological processes take place. If the content of moisture in biodegradable wastes is less than 20%, the activity of anaerobic processes is significantly reduced. Organic substances and solid waste are the living environment for disease-inducing microorganisms, hence eggs, maggots and thus are the source for sanitary hygienic hazard. This hazard is decreased in proportion to biological stabilization and decomposition of organic components in solid waste. This is the anaerobic decomposition of waste.